Welcome back, woke kids, and hello, newcomers. We have another Game Boy Advance unboxing to do. This time, I bought a starter kit that has never been opened. It's like a blister pack, and it's never been opened before. I think I got it off of eBay this time instead of Amazon, and I don't even remember what I paid for it, honestly. I think it was like no more than like $30, honestly. Like, I think I got it for a bargain. And it comes with a lot of stuff, even like a bonus magazine that comes with like a bunch of cheat codes, and some of the cheat codes are actually for some games that I own, like Devil May Cry 3 on PlayStation 2. I think I'll try it out and see how it goes. Maybe I'll make a really small video about it on the cheat codes and using the book. But you'll see on the back of this starter kit, it comes with a bunch of stuff. If you want to pause the video and read what each thing is, you can, but I'm going to go over it anyways and show you everything. I'm putting batteries in everything, hooking it up to my Game Boy Advance to make sure it works and everything. I can't wait to honestly get another Game Boy Advance so that I can get games like Sonic with the Chow Gardens and like swap chows or do whatever, or like get some Pokemon games and battle and trade like with my husband or other players who happen to have this Game Boy Advance still in their collection, you know, if they want to do that, because like I have the cables for it now to hook up. So like I can't wait to get another Game Boy Advance. Maybe I'll get one of those clear ones, like a really nice color. It'll actually be my husband, so maybe he'll get like a red clear or something. So yeah, I can't wait to open this with you guys and get into it and tell you everything. First off, we're going to start with the magazine that I was telling you about. It's called Codebreaker, Code Vault. There's like all different kind of game systems you can see on the side, like GameCube, PlayStation. I think that's Dreamcast, Nintendo 64. So yeah, each page just goes over a few cheat codes and a few games for whatever system, you know, and it shows you a little bit of like what you're getting into with the codes and everything. I miss games that did this. Like, I remember even Simpsons Hit and Run on the GameCube. Like, you had to find the cheats offline or in books like this, or sometimes they would give it to you as a bonus with the game, or like you had to get a buddy from school who knew how to get codes, and like you had to write them down and everything. Like, it was so cool to have cheat codes. Nowadays, I don't even think there's any more games that have cheat codes. Like, yeah, you can download stuff or like, you know, own physical, like not physical, like own media on like the games and stuff like that. Like, nothing's physical anymore. Like, that's why I'm going back to owning like DVDs and VHSs. You know, I want to be able to own these things. I don't want it just to be all online. You know what I mean? All right, we are opening it. Look at everything that it comes with, honestly. Like, they're so nice to give you everything. I think this right here is the cable that plugs in both Game Boy Advances to each other, so that's really cool. I like it, a very sturdy cord. And then this is just the, it plugs into the wall so that it can charge your rechargeable battery kit, and like, this right here is another battery that you can shove into the recharger, and like it plugs in on the side and you'd plug it into an outlet. Like, that would be super handy to have, like when you're in the car for long periods of time, or you just need an extra set of batteries. And then these are little cases, like just little plastic shells that you can put the games in. I'll show you that later. But they come with 4 of them, each different color: green, gray, like a purple, I'm going to say. Some of you may see this as like a dark blue, but I'm sure it's a purple, and white. Like, that's Game Boy Advance's like signature color, was like this dark kind of blue purple. You know what I mean? Very signature color for them. And then here's the charger. I don't know what these slots are really for. I put my little games in there and I was like, okay, it can hold those very loosely. Maybe it's just for design, but as you see, I can open it up. There's the batteries. And then there's like the little red and green light that comes on when they're charging. And on the side, there's the little port for the thing to plug into the wall. And then this hooks onto the Game Boy Advance itself. It takes a battery and it's a light. And like when you open and close the Game Boy Advance, like it'll shut off automatically. It's very cool. And then you have on-off switches. You have like this dimmer thing, auto. There's even an auto feature on this. Like how crazy is that? And yeah, like the dimmer switch to bright to like very dim. So you can just like play it anywhere because like I've said in my previous video, the Game Boy Advance don't have a backlight. They never did. I don't know why people online complain about them not having a backlight. They never have. So you always had to have like, I think I had the little squiggly one. It was called like the Light Shark or whatever. And here's the case. I'm probably going to put a bunch of keychains on this thing. You know, once I find some really cool ones, maybe I'll get some Nintendo ones or some nostalgic ones. Maybe I'll get anime ones. I'll show you guys probably in a short video or one of these other part 3 video of like getting these Game Boy Advance games back, getting the accessories. I really like this clip that comes on it. Don't really know why it has a cincher. Like, I don't think this bag needs to be cinched. Maybe it was just a design thing that they went with. Very nice zippers, very nice sleeves and pouches. And I think it showed you on the back of the box how to organize it and everything. I was just like playing with the organization of everything. You'll see that in the video because like I like to have things organized in a certain way. So like I was really futzing with it. Plenty of room on the inside for the PlayStation, for the Game Boy Advance and all its accessories. A very sturdy bag. So I just like Clorox wiped this because it's never been touched. Like I didn't have to like, you know, soak it or get some stains out of it or any hard work like that. I just wiped it with a Clorox wipe. I actually sanitized everything in this pack before I even started recording this video, really. And showing you guys everything because like I don't want to get anything. I know it's never been opened, but I still am very germophobic, very clean freak. So I just cleaned everything. Here's all the pockets. I think you could put like wires in it or games. I think it holds like 4 to 6 games. The zipper is very sturdy. It hasn't broke. It's such a nice quality bag. Like I had a little case bag back in the day, but it just barely fit the Game Boy Advance. Like there was no other zippers or other like wire things. Like it was just so tight fit. This other little bag I had, like I wish I had a picture of it, but it was just like a little sleeve. This bag that I have is so much better now. And then like in my other video that you guys need to watch, part 1, I got this jewelry box just because I didn't get my kit yet. I didn't know what I was going to get. So I just got this jewelry box so that I can keep everything. I know where it's at. I won't lose anything. You can see I'm putting the games in the sleeves. They snap right in. It's very nice. But when they're in these cases, they don't fit in the smaller sections. I kind of have to lay them down now. But I think I'm just going to use those sleeves for when it's on the go for extra protection when I have it in that bag. Like if I bring this to work on my lunch break or something, or, you know, I'm going to be doing something for a while, like laundry, whatever, I can play my Game Boy on the go. So yeah, here's the battery pack. Opening this up, there's already batteries in there. I put them right here. Trying to figure out where everything should go. So you're going to see me taking things out, putting things back in, reorganizing it. Can't wait to get other games, and I can't wait to go to antique stores and see if they happen to have any games lying around for cheap that I don't have to pay like $30+ for because someone's trying to get their money back. Like maybe I can get it for like, $1 or $5 or 10 at the most for a game, Try to get some deals and save myself some money. And I had to ask my husband for help because I could not figure this out. I was like, 1 minute, I'll be back. And then he popped it on for me. We almost thought it was the wrong pack. We almost thought it was for like a Game Boy DS or something like that. I was like, oh my God. But thank God it fit. And I'm keeping this thing on here. I am not taking this off. This thing is amazing. So yeah, I got my switches like I showed you before. And I'm going to show you how it automatically like just shuts the light off when it closes. Like you can see it. I'm going to shut the light off, show you guys how much lighting everything is. Look, see, you barely have to tilt it and it already knows you're going to close it. The light shuts off. Like it's saving its own battery. It's not just staying on. And then there's the bright, there's the very dim, how dim it gets. And however brightness you need. Oh my God, I love the features of this thing. This is my favorite thing out of the box. Like I love all the accessories and the bag and everything, but this blew my mind. It made me so happy. It's my favorite. So yeah, like I said earlier, I think the games kind of go in there. They're kind of loose. I don't think I'd personally keep my games in there even when anything's charging. I don't really know what that's for. If you guys know what those little slots are for, tell me, leave me a comment. If you guys have a different kit that's a starter kit or any other accessories that I'm missing that I should have, leave me a comment. If you know anything about this past technology, tell me because like it's been years. So here you see we're plugging it in and I tested it. I think off camera I tested it and it works. It charges. The little green and red lights come on. So it's very nice that still works. Even though I don't really think I'm going to need it, unless I'm traveling or something. But again, it's very nice to have. Look, it even fits in here with the light thing on it. It's got plenty of room. I'm trying to figure out like what can I put in that space, So I'm just like messing with it. I'm just reorganizing, trying to fit things in there. I don't want everything in the little bag that it comes with, that red and black bag. I don't want everything in there, all at once, because that would just be a pain to carry anyways. Like I don't need all the accessories all the time, Maybe we did when we were in grade school and like we're like, hey, meet me at recess or on the bus ride to work, or not to work, to school, on the bus ride home from school. Like we're going to hook up our, our Game Boys and like, we're going to do this real quick. That's when we needed all the accessories at once, when we were younger. So it's like, it's nice to have them, but it's not completely necessary for me at this time, but it's so nice to have. I remember kids doing that. I remember like study hall or on the bus rides, we would just like hook up our Game Boys together and like do Pokemon battles, or we'd play in the Chow Gardens or something. Like we'd fight. I think you could trade Pokemon. So yeah, I'm trying to fit everything everywhere. Yeah, so guys, do me a favor and leave me a comment, subscribe, and like definitely watch the part 1 video. I think I have like 5 views on it, and that video honestly deserves more than 5 views. You know what I mean? I hope this gets some decent views too. And I want to thank you guys. If you're even watching this video, thank you so much for watching these videos. So now I got to figure out where I'm going to put this. I think I just took this out and I put it in one of my gray bins that I have on my computer. I was trying to open and close this, see if it could. Yeah, and I just probably put it in one of my bins because like I'm not really going to use it all the time and like need it, so it's just probably going to be in storage for now. And like if you guys have a favorite Game Boy Advance game, leave me a comment. Because I need suggestions, like what's a good game? What should I be buying? What should I be looking for? What would I enjoy? I mainly played, I'm trying to remember all the games, right? I remember there was a Stuart Little game, which was weird. Like, it was entertaining, but weird. There was Powerpuff Girls. I know there's Kim Possible, but I didn't own it. I owned all, like, the Sonic games. Like I've been saying before in the previous video, I've been talking about Sonic Battle, Sonic Adventure. I remember, oh, it was a Christmas for the Game Boy Color. Oh, wait, no, just the Game Boy, because it was in black and white. I remember one Christmas I got my first Game Boy, and my first game was like Beauty and the Beast, which was hilarious. Disney's Beauty and the Beast. It was kind of a crap game, honestly, but I think it entertained me because it was like a princess game. And like, what else? I said Powerpuff Girls. We definitely had like Mario. Oh, Donkey Kong. Oh my God. Donkey Kong was so hard, honestly. There was so many levels though. Same for Mario. So many levels, you know. But yeah, if you guys had something very different, very, niche, like definitely recommend it. Because there are a lot of niche like Game Boy Advance games out there. I've seen this one. It's like called Hamtaro, I think. It's like about this little hamster. And I think it was like an anime or a cartoon for kids at one time. And they have like a bunch of games. And like, I think there was even a Grand Theft Auto game like for the Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. I can't remember which one, but there was like a Grand Theft Auto one, which is hilarious. Like it was top down vision, you know, which for me personally would be really hard to play. Just going through everything, seeing like what can I put in where, you know what I mean? So yep, I'm just going to keep my Game Boy Advance in there for now. And I'm probably going to bring it to work with me on lunch periods because I have like a very long lunch. And like when I run out of mangas to read, like I've got to have something to do. Yeah, and here's this little cinch thing. I don't think it does anything, honestly. I think it's just a design for the bag. Like, I'm going to keep it on there. I'm probably going to hook up a bunch of keychains, like I said. Just got to go do some shopping when I get a moment, and I'll definitely show you guys what keychains I pick out. I'll probably add it in a short video or in like a part 3, like I've been saying. Yep, the case is definitely too big for that. And like my Game Boy Advance jewelry box is either going to stay on my gaming desk or it's probably going to go in my room on my dresser because I have space there. But the Game Boy Advance and the little bag are probably just going to stay on my gaming center so like I can always grab it like whenever I need to. And if you guys have any like memories of like Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, like whatever system you had, if you have any memories, do share them with me. I'd love to hear it. You know, I'd love to hear your guys' stories, your feedback, your comments, you know, any details you have about these like old accessories, old games, anything. I'd love to hear it. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right, have a great day, you guys.